up, guys? It's Kev Strength here, and today we are going to be doing a full-on chest workout for you guys. But before we get started, I want to touch on some things that's been happening in my life recently that I think would be great to share with you guys. And I'm going to be very straightforward and very transparent about it. So I've been getting offers on a lot of things like clothing companies, supplement companies, and the number one thing that I want to make very clear to you guys is that you have to show yourself value. Do not let other people give you value, right? Don't let another person dictate how much you're worth. Don't let them give you a fucking price on who you are. The number one thing I'm going to let you guys know is they're trying to get me on, certain companies are trying to pull me in. And the one thing I want to say is, I remember when I was kind of starting to come up a little bit, and I would reach out to some of these companies because I truly enjoyed their product and I truly enjoyed kind of seeing who they were in a sense. And I'd reach out to them, and I'm not going to name any names on any company in specific, but there was this one company that I did hit up, and they left me a pretty fucked up message. And it was just me asking nicely, can I, be part of the team / family? And 2 weeks ago, they messaged me back when they saw a couple things going in my direction, and complete 360. And to me, that brand has zero value in my eyes. And I don't care how much money they're making. I don't care how much money they're throwing at me, because you have to understand they're throwing money at me right now, and all I have to do is reach out and grab it. But what's that going to do to me? That's going to take down my value and my self-worth. There are so many opportunities right now for me to make money in a fucked up way, and I know the kind of fucking person I am and the value that I provide, and I would never ever ever take something like that from anybody or from anything. And the thing I wanted to kind of get you guys to understand is you're gonna get these easy opportunities in life sometimes where it's kind of being thrown at you, but you have to sit back and realize, is this gonna add to my value? Is this gonna bring me value? Am I gonna be comfortable with this team or with these people? And if not, you got to do what's best for you. You know what I'm saying? And that just kind of leads to my entire journey on everything that I've started with my own clothing company. I don't care how many followers a person has. I'm not throwing money at people with fucking millions of followers that I could get right now and that could bring me a lot of money to this company. And this could be a mistake. Like, there could be businessmen watching me right now and saying you are making a massive mistake. One, because you're not capitalizing on people that can make you a shit ton of money. If they don't align with my brand and they don't follow the core values of it, I just don't want you. And that can be hurting me, but I'm willing to take that risk. So I just wanted to just open up with a little bit of kind of self-talk in a sense, because you have to understand everything that you say to yourself every single day, every thought that you have, you're going to act on it in some sort of way. If you go to sleep every single night saying, listen, I have no value, I have no fucking future, no success, no goals, nothing, you're going to keep acting on that, and you're not going to be successful, you're not going to be happy, and you're not going to fucking bring value anywhere. You have to understand that every single thought that comes into your head will play a role in your life. And it's kind of crazy to think, because if I never picked up my phone and went to the bathroom and took a picture, I would probably still be 240 pounds, fucking unhealthy and just not and unhappy with my life. But I decided to take that chance on myself, stand up, go to the bathroom. I took a picture and I said, listen, Kevin, you're going to make a change because it's time to fucking do something with your life. And I know there's a lot of people out there that probably watch this and say, like, look, it's easy to say, it's easy to think, it's easy to act out, but that's the first step. The first step is flooding your mind with these thoughts of you being able to change. And once you flood your mind with those things, I promise you, it's just going to all flow in that general direction. I'm sorry about this little rant that I have going on, but it's just something that's really been kind of taking over my mind recently. You have to understand your own value, and you can never let another person dictate that, ever. No matter what position you're in, if you're in the worst fucking position of your life and you're letting another person dictate your value, or if you're in the best position in your life and you let someone else dictate your value, that's when you lose. That's when you lose. Alright, for workout number 1, you guys already know that this is probably one of my favorite chest workouts, the incline hammer strength. just the position I'm seated in. And a lot of people like to arch back and kind of push like that. You're gonna end up using more shoulders. You wanna keep your booty as close to the chair as possible. And I do at the top here, curve my spine just a tiny bit, but we're gonna warm up with one plate here. And we're probably gonna go towards a working set of 3 plates, 3.5. We're really pushing down on this cut right now, and we're really locked in and dialed in. We're at 90 minutes of cardio, 7 times a week, and we're back down to the poverty calories, which are very, very low. I'm very sorry about that kind of rant in the beginning. I'm just very passionate on kind of, especially in this kind of industry, everyone's very, they like you when you're doing well in a sense. So that for me, when I see someone working and they have those core values of, look, I love lifting, I love being like fucking immersed in the process and just doing what I'm supposed to do, then I see your value and I see the kind of person you are. But with every other fucking company that I just been reaching out to me, they just don't give a fuck about you. They don't give a fuck. If you pull up sales and you put up numbers, you're on the team automatically. There's no value to most, I'm not gonna say every company, but there's no value to most companies nowadays. They just don't care. And it's so funny seeing them do complete 360s on once you have those fucking numbers. It's insane to me, and that's why I don't kind of support some of them in a way. But you know, it is what it is. I was driving by my let me start putting some plates on while I talk to you guys, so I don't bore you. But I was driving by my old apartment the other day. I used to live in this apartment in Flushing, New York, and I lived there with my mom, my dad, my sister, and it was a 1-bedroom apartment. I remember we had one mattress, and I was 11 years old, and I was still peeing the bed. We would all fucking sleep, all 4 of us in one bed, barely fit first of all, and I'd pee the bed every single night. It got to a point where I still had to wear diapers at the age of 11, and every morning they would wake up drenched in pee, and it would be the most uncomfortable experience for me and for them. And it's kind of crazy driving by that place to kind of see how far we've came from that. I remember in the laundry room, every time you walked in that laundry room, there would be hot boiling water from the pipes up top just leaking on top of your head, and you would just sizzle. It would literally just sizzle on top of your head. And the worst part was the insane amount of cockroaches that were in that place. And that kind of stemmed my fear of bugs till this day. But God bless, we're in a better position now. But I just want to kind of give you a little backstory of where I used to live. We're going to get 3 plates on this now and get into our working set. All right, so we have 3 plates on this now. So we're going to go ahead with our working set. This one's just going to be as many reps as possible. And if this set is very, 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 very taxing, I'll usually just do 1 set and move on to the next workout. But usually with this exercise, I can fit in 2 working sets. A lot of people talk about, hey, how many sets should I be doing? How much volume should I be doing? Should I be doing set to 20? Should I be doing set to 12? And it all depends on just like the amount of effort you're putting into each exercise, right? So if you could fail at a rate of 8 to 12 reps, in my opinion, it works the best for me. But the thing you have to understand with studies and everything is they use average people to generate these studies, or they use people who kind of just started working out to generate these studies. You have to understand that people, especially who are on PEDs, people who have faster recovery, can do more. They can do more sets, they can do more volume, and it works for them. You know what I'm saying? The best way to find out your information is by doing it yourself. If you've done it yourself, I think that's just the most credible source. Try it yourself. That's it. That's all I gotta say. Don't listen to everything you see. Try it yourself. So we have 3 plates now. Let's lock in. Oh, come on. Yes. I think we did 6 or 7 there. We're definitely going to do another set, and we're going to keep it at 3 plates, and then we might do a back off set of 2.5 plates. We'll see how I'm feeling on that. We're nearing the end of this cut. It's coming very soon, and I just can't be any happier because the off season is probably the most important part of bodybuilding in general. It's where you grow, and a lot of people don't, which I hate, is on social media. No one wants to see the off season. They all want to see people cut. They want to see people lean. And I think the most important part in bodybuilding is the off season because that's where you're growing. And I think people should kind of, I don't know how you say it, praise or show more love to the people who are taking those longer off seasons. And I'm going to name some people right now. If you know Jacob Delora or the Brinks on Instagram, dude took he took like a 1.5 off season, and you can see how well worth it is taking those longer off seasons when you're doing it right, rather than cutting every 3 months and not putting on any muscle. But maybe that'll change in the near future. But yeah, let's get into our second working set of the first workout. All right, for this second set, I want to beat my first one. Pause. Holy, what? That was a, damn. I shouldn't even talk after that one. That one was, wow, that was, so I had to sit down for a second after that comment. I had to beat my first one. We said it again. Okay, let's do, we did 6 or 7 on the first one, and we're gonna beat that this time. Come on. My chest is pumping right now. So that was workout number 1. And I can't wait for the off season. We're gonna do some incline barbell in the off season. I wanna start repping out 3 plates, maybe 3.5, and beat my previous year. But next workout we're gonna do for chest today is probably a seated press. And then we'll go into, they have a seated pec deck now that they added down here, which I'm very happy and excited about. So let's get into workout number 2. So a lot of things with chest, especially chest, and just most workouts in general, the most important part of when you're using a machine or you're doing dumbbells, whatever it may be, is your setup. So if you're doing chest and you're kind of setting up to where you're using mostly shoulders, your chest is not going to grow. And that's exactly where I messed up in my newbie years of lifting, my first 2 to 3 years, is I was pushing mostly with my delts. And even on most exercises, I would use my traps while I'm doing delts. And that's why my delts never grew. And that's why my traps are kind of overdeveloped, because I was using delts more when I'm doing lateral raises instead of my actual majiggies. You know what I'm saying? So on this exercise here, it's a little awkward, like me, but it does work pretty well. I kind of like to sit underneath a little bit. You'll see when I press on this, it's a little wonky, but it does the job. And I like to hold this grip. It's already pretty far out, so it's more of the wider grip for me. And we're gonna warm up with this. That's enough. And here, we're gonna use the full stack because it's not heavy enough. So we might have to get one of those little gym pins that start adding, that movement was crazy. To start adding weight to this. So let's get into our working set. Full stack loaded up. We're in position. Grab it a little bit wider. You guys can see where I'm holding it here. And we're gonna go for our working set. Probably, I'm not even gonna give it a rep count number because usually when I do give it a rep count number, that's where I'm forced to stop or kind of near it. So we're just gonna go until we can't anymore. Come on! I think we landed 12 there. That fuck my upper. What do you call it? Rack? Can we call it? Can we start calling our chest the upper region of rack, like the upper rack? Girls get to call it rack. Why can't we call it rack? So the upper rack is feeling very voluptuous right now. That was set number 1. We're gonna run that for another one, and we might even add a little bit of a drop set to it, just because I'm feeling more of the chasing the pump a little bit today. And then we're gonna run into our little chest flies that I've been dying to hit down here. But I was in Texas the last couple of days in Dallas. And let me tell you guys, I do this social media thing, but damn do I hate doing public things. It's not that I hate the fucking people that come up to me, because everyone is so generous and nice and caring. They're fucking great humans who actually care and have substance to them. It's not that part. The part is me feeling just anxious in larger crowds of people and feeling like I need to kind of entertain people in a sense when I'm very fucking weird and awkward. That's just the way it is. And I'm very reserved. And people out there were telling me, like, listen, you need to get out of your box, get out of your comfort zone, which is very true. And I'm trying to do more things where I show love back. But this, the way I show love back, and I'm gonna give you guys a little secret if you're watching this right now. You know, the whole reason I'm doing this social media thing in the first place is mental health. I am going to use every piece of this influence that I've created using my body and using my training style to flip it and use it for mental health, because that's truly what I care about. And that's why I train, that's why I work out. And every drop that I do from my controlled insanity drop, if you guys want me to start showing proof and stuff, I could. I just donate a percentage to different mental health organizations. And I'm gonna tell you guys something right now that I don't know if I'm gonna keep this in. I never told this to anyone. Like literally fucking first time here. When I was 240, like around 2 years ago, 240 pounds, kind of, or a year and a half ago, kind of peak bulk. I didn't really want to be here anymore. I didn't see purpose in my life anymore. I didn't see kind of like, I didn't see a direction for my life anymore in a sense. And I didn't tell anyone this ever because I just don't want them to look at me differently. But I was waking up every single day with no drive, no want to be better, no want to be someone. And it was very exhausting. And it wasn't because of my weight, it was because of my anxiety, it was because of my lack of care for anything in the world. And I don't want anyone to ever feel, obviously, or be in that position. And mental health is very, 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 very important to me. So I know my TikTok persona or my Instagram persona may be a little different than when you sit down with me personally. But at the end of the day, I love training hard. I love bodybuilding because I get to train. And this is what I'm gonna do, and this is what I'm gonna always do, no matter where it goes. If I die off tomorrow on any platform, I can care less. I'm gonna keep doing this. This is what I love to do, and this is what I've been doing for the last 6 or 7 years. So we're gonna do one more set of this, and we're gonna get into workout number 3. Welcome to the pec deck, which, oh, hold on, camera needs to move a little bit, relocation real quick. Welcome to the pec deck. I'm sure everyone do this. I'm Colombian, by the way, which is why my accent comes out here and there, but I know everyone does this workout and everyone kind of knows how to do it. I kind of set mine a little bit behind just so I get more of a stretch. And like people have told you before, I'm sure you've seen tutorials on this all the time. Kind of like you're hugging something, and I kind of go for my upper chest because my upper chest region is lacking. So we need to build that. So we are gonna warm up with this weight right here. Okay, that's good enough. We're gonna get into the heavier range here. Like I said, with warm-ups, don't kill yourself on them. Don't go too crazy. Not save your energy, but make sure you can put forth enough energy on your actual working set so that you're progressing weekly. Like I tell people, I don't care if you're doing one more rep or if you're doing a better rep or if you're doing 5 more extra pounds, as long as you're progressing week by week. And if you're not, change up the rep range. Go again, add 5 pounds weekly until you go again, then you plateau, then you change the rep range again, go 5 pounds again, or another extra rep, week by week, plateau, then you go again. There's always a way to progress, you just gotta find a way around it. So let's get into our working set. Okay, I approve of this new machine we have down here. That felt fucking amazing. I think the hoodie needs time for the hoodie to come off. That machine really, I really feel a stretch. There's some pec deck machines that I do not get into position well in, but this one's great. We're probably gonna do 2 to 3 sets of this. Just like I said, I want to get a good pump today as well. And then we're gonna head into a little bit of tricep and then a little bit of delts because I like to, today's not just chest, it's push. So we do a little bit of delts and triceps. And a lot of people ask if I train my forearms. I don't. I train them at home. You guys get that? You get the joke or no? No. Okay, let's get into set number 2. We don't need rest down here. When you're chasing the pump, there is no time for rest. Okay, that felt really fucking good. We're gonna run one more set of that, and then we're gonna jump into a little bit of tricep pushdowns, and then a little bit of side delt raises, and then we could finish off with a little bit of a posing session. And we haven't done our cardio yet, so unfortunately we have 90 minutes. But not unfortunately. Let's change Let's change our mindset. Not unfortunately. Fortunately, we get to do 90 minutes. Fortunately, we get to work out. Fortunately, we get to fucking make ourselves suffer. You know, we have to change. I'm telling you guys, the second you change the I have to do this shit to I get to do this shit, and start to realize being present in the moment and fucking seeing, like, look, the one thing that I always catch myself slipping on, that I'm always working on, is looking in the future. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing where you're planning things out, but if you're always looking for something more, when are you gonna ever realize what you have in front of you? When are you gonna actually get to enjoy what you have standing right here in front of you? You have some, like, for some people, you have family in front of you, you have a fucking girlfriend in front of you, you have someone who makes you happy in front of you, and all you want to do is keep searching for more. So when are you going to be pleased with the things that are right there standing in front of you? Listen, money makes life a lot better. But money will never fill in that happiness that you want or you're searching for. And the one thing that I can say proudly is, I don't care if I have money, I don't care if I don't have money. I appreciate the ability to come in here every day and push myself. I appreciate being able to spend time with people that I enjoy. And I appreciate the hardship too, because without the hardship, I would not be here right now. Let me tell you, I would not push myself this fucking hard every single day if I didn't have hardship in my life. So we're gonna head on to our first tricep workout of the day. Okay, you guys already know. You guys already know this joint. This will be called, if y'all got, hold on. If y'all still watching this and y'all got dirty mind, what this right here? You got the ponytail. Is that too much? That might be too much for YouTube. YouTube, I'm sorry, this joint is not made for kids. This is a horseshoe. We wasn't talking about nothing crazy with the ponytail. Okay. And the way I be holding this sometimes be blowing my mind. But it does feel good. So what we're gonna do with this joint, we already did a warm up, and you guys already know how I take these tricep pull downs. We go until failure. And what failure means is when your shit's in your pants is... All right, let's go into first set number 1. Okay, okay, if you had a good set when your shit goes cross-eyed. I just went cross-eyed, like I got up from my set and my eyes were in 3 different directions. That's how you know you got a good set. Holy fuck. Yeah. Oh, dude, I can't even focus right now. So we're gonna do one more of these sets, and then we're gonna do some lateral raises, not trap raises, lateral raises. Not trap raises. To get that in your head, because I used to do these like this. And that's why my traps grew, but my shits blew. But man, when I'm in the off season, it's gonna be so fun. First of all, we gonna have the weekly occasional drive-through video where y'all gonna see my favorite fast food joint. If y'all watching up to this point in the comments, guess what my favorite fast food joint is? And if you get that right, I seen someone do this recently, so I'm gonna do it myself. If you get my favorite fast food plus my order, I'm gonna fly you out personally and get in a workout with you. And yeah, we could do some other things too. Pause. But yeah, off season is gonna be fun. We're gonna be breaking PRs week by week, and we're gonna be eating to sustain those gains. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into set number 2. We've done enough yapping for the day. Yep, that's it for my triceps. We've gone cross-eyed too many times today. Let's jump into some lateral raises. So welcome to our final workout of the day. Usually on lateral raises, I don't go as heavy, but today we are going to be starting with some pretty decently heavy machinery. We have whatever this is right here we're going to use. So we have 40s on deck today. With these, like I said, try not to engage your traps because then you're training traps. You know what I'm saying? If you're training traps, you're fucking training traps. I swear, sometimes the things I'd be saying, I like, what the fuck did you just say? But anyways, let's jump into our first set and let's try not to swing as much as possible. Okay, so exactly what I told you guys not to do, we pretty much just did. So we're gonna scratch that set and go down to 35s. That was a little too heavy for me at this stage right now. I think our peak bulk was 245. A lot of people ask me, I'm 6 foot. So we were 245 pounds and now we're 210 pounds. So we're definitely not as strong as we used to be, but we certainly didn't lose that much strength. If you keep your protein high and you're moving at a decently good rate, you're not gonna lose much strength. You're gonna lose strength, of course, and your booty's gonna get shredded. When your booty gets shredded, let me tell you, I used to sleep on the floor with just a blanket in my first bodybuilding prep ever. My booty was so shredded, it was like grated cheese. Literally great. Just imagine grated cheese in your shits right now, rubbing against the floor. We were so, pretend this is the human body right here, right? Flat. My booty bones were sticking out, so we were sleeping like this because my booty was just, so I had to sleep on my chest or I had to sleep on my side. And that was a struggle, but it was only for a couple weeks until we gained the booty meat back. But let's get into our working set. And then a little bit of posing. Oh, that was a lot better. That form was a lot better. We're probably gonna do 3 sets of that because that felt so fucking good. I feel like a football player right now with them fucking shoulder pads. So let's do 2 more sets. And let's get into some posing. And then we're gonna wrap up the vlogs. Let me know if you guys want more of my personal outside life after the workout video. I do have to go grocery shopping after this, but I might keep it low key. Let me know what you guys think, if you guys want me to keep extending the vlog a little further. But let's get into some posing. Okay, I hope this doesn't get me in trouble on YouTube. But what the fuck? Our pump. Wait, why am I zooming in? Hold on. Like, the fullness in my chest right now is there, along with the striations. But a lot of people ask why I don't show my front side or my full physique shots, in a sense. I'm saving it. I don't like showing everything at one time. But when it does come, I love my front poses. I've been practicing on my front double a lot because it used to be so bad and arguably might be one of my strongest poses now. And when that time comes, y'all gonna know. Y'all gonna know when that time comes. But let's end this vlog out here. Let's end it over here. If you guys stuck around with me for the entire workout, I do appreciate that. I want to end this off by saying, remember, you're gonna let another motherfucker tell you what you're worth. You're gonna let them tell you how much you're worth. When you're putting out all that fucking work all the time, you're gonna let them tell you how much you're worth. You're gonna let someone else dictate your life. Get in your head what your means. What is your means? Or mine? Me. My life. Not their life. Not one comment is gonna fuck with you life. You're gonna keep doing what you're gonna keep doing, and you're gonna keep progressing because it's your life and it's your decision. So don't let another person dictate your worth or your value, because you're fucking you, and there's only one of you. There's only motherfucking one of you, right? There's only motherfucking one of you. But yeah, let me tell you something. You either see how much you're capable of, or you're gonna live in regret not, knowing what you're capable of. Because what I could have been was 250 pounds, laying in bed, eating hot fries, watching YouTube videos every day. That's what I could have been. But I said, what am I worth? What can I potentially be? How can I push myself and progress further day by day? And once I had that in my mind, it became an obsession. It's just there for me. It's just there with me forever. It's just the way it is. Seek more and find more. You look for more, what are you gonna find? So I feel like I'm Dora the Explorer in this bitch. You look for more, and what are you gonna find? What are you gonna find when you look for more things? More. Fuck around and find out. I love you guys. I really do. I hope you guys enjoyed and learned a little bit in this chest workout. We're gonna run some either arms and shoulders tomorrow. Or we're gonna run some legs, some death legs. But let's get this joint up, and let's start doing some daily dungeon therapy. I love you guys. Remember, don't let another motherfucker